What's up, Wes? Where are we at today, brother?
Washington, D.C.
We are standing outside Capitol Building across the street, Supreme Court.
What day is it?
It's 4th of July, man.
July 4th.
And we are in the nation's capital. And man, we are gonna ask a lot of questions to a lot of people today about America.
I'm looking forward to getting a younger point of view here. I think that DC is filled with young entrepreneurs, young people that are professional and that have strong opinions in the nation's capital.
How would you define the word divided? Or division?
Mathematical.
Or division?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you want to elaborate politically, you'd be lying to yourself if you thought that either party didn't benefit from the massive amounts of money and pull that they have. Although Senate members cannot trade stocks, they absolutely can approve or deny certain motions that will trickle down into, you know, economies of scale that they likely understand and have analysts for. So division is mathematical because a lot of our social divide is based on inaccessibility to resources and the statistical anomaly to get rich in this country. So
I'm so glad we talked to someone young. I'm so glad that we were able to find the first person in DC was someone that lived in DC, someone that found this space important, that didn't ignore what the city is. He really articulated the importance of politics, but also how division is mathematical, how division politically is simply who you're registered to vote for, but there are action steps we can take to create unity, and that's beautiful.
Here we are, still in DC. We are upon one of the most important buildings in this city. We were just at Capitol Hill. Now we're at the White House.
It's hard to see, but it's there.
It's right there. We'll get some zoom in. I'm sure we're gonna throw some B-roll your way. We're gonna ask some people some questions about division, about our country, about politics. Follow us along, come on. Would you say that our country is divided?
Absolutely.
In what areas would you say that maybe that some of those are?
Race and income equality.
Okay.
How can we, as a country, figure out metaphorically to sit down at the table and just talk? Are there action steps we can take?
I think people really need to start putting their differences aside,
Yeah.
and they need to realize that a person is a person. It shouldn't matter what side of the aisle you are or what your personal beliefs are. You're still an American at the end of the day, and you're still a person. And you should have that mutual respect for a person that you would want them to give you. And I think that if you could do something like that, then I think that'd go a long way.
From an outsider's perspective, there is a massive divide between like Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah.
I think that's the massive clash that we see in the Bahamas.
Okay. Would you agree or?
Yeah, but also there's a big like wealth inequality in the Bahamas and here.
Okay.
You can see.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I fully agree with her. Also, just seeing here, you could also see the difference between the economy, like people who are wealthier than others, especially around here.
So we were born in England, and even just like the politics there, it's less, there's more respect between the two parties. It's not like, oh, this one's bad and this one's good, whereas in America it definitely seems to be like that way. And I think that just kind of pulls people apart, and it's quite sad to see. So I think just seeing people come together and respecting the fact that they have different opinions and different values, but also respecting the fact that they're all human, you know, like it's not a massive divide between the two.
I agree. Like even here, you could see things are like they're pretty radicalized.
Yeah.
So yeah, just maybe.
Yeah, definitely being treated equally and having our own opinions.
The second we got on this road in front of the White House, which is right there, it is very clear that there's division in this country. We heard it in protest, and that is something that I have to process, but I do recognize that my mind has been changed. There is division.
Here's what I think. I think there's a common ground. As I shared with someone else, I believe that there are polars, opposites, there are extremes. We saw some extremists today. and it's well within their constitutional right to be able to do that. And although we may disagree with a lot of them and a lot of things, the reality is
That today is July 4th,
today's July
and that
4th.
people fought for the freedom for them to be able to
That's
do
right.
that.
That's right. And so we are here, and I still think that there is a middle group of people that have a lot of common similarities, and I think
Yeah.
that the media and just other outlets paint those as the majority. And so I think that
Would-
we're finding the middle ground, aren't we?